rivals? This is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Let's take a look at our new blood cards for this week. Our 4 new blood cards this week are Carmine, or Carmen, Mim, Fraser, and Dashiell. Let's take a closer look at these 4 cards. Up first is Carmine, the uncommon 2-star from Montana. At 6'3", Carmine has unique base stats in his clan. 6 power is just below the average base power for a Montana 2-star, while the 3 damage is above average for a decent 2-star in the clan. As for his ability, Carmine is almost as good a DR as you could hope for, especially for a 2-star. Carmine's ability as a DR makes him a defensive card, and he'll shine best in the later rounds. This can make him more predictable, however, letting opponents save their SOA or protection damage cards later in the match to go specifically against him. His damage allows him to maintain usefulness even versus SOA clans, but that 6 power won't make winning easy. If you just want the DR though, the 6 power doesn't really matter. You'll probably just be 2-pilling him anyway. With 4 damage, there's little to complain about his ability, because that's as good as it gets unless you're Sacrom, PC, or a 5-star card. As such, Carmen is generally not as good as Spiaghi or Angelo, but could be in certain situations. Ace, Ivy, and Prince Jr. will also be on par with him, so this likely means Carmine will not be a staple, but definitely has a shot at seeing some play. This card will probably maintain a decent price, but don't plan on making too much off of it. While not as good as Spiaghi, the fact that he carries 3 damage means that some people may actually prefer him. Carmine's ability is definitely worse than Spiaghi in the early game, and tied or better in the late game, at least concerning the amount of DR. The min, however, is the real kicker here. Carmine is a DR meant to go against big hitters. With a min of 3, he's going to need to face a 7 or more damage opponent in order to get the full benefit on round 4. His 6 power doesn't really matter, as I just said earlier. So even with the damage upgrade, he's never going to be able to truly replace Spiaghi. However, whoever said you could only use one at a time? If you wanted my price guess, I would guess that Carmine's price will settle somewhere around 3,000 to 5,000 clints. Up next is Mim, the rare 2-star from Raptors. Coming in at 8'2", this gives her the same stats as Eugene. The 8 power is the best it gets without an ability, but the 2 damage is slightly below average for the clan. As for her ability, it has perfect synergy with her bonus, making her a solid choice for a top 25 2-star card. Mim is a wall card, plain and simple. She'll work best against attack manipulation clans and worst against kind of removal bonus clans like Raptors, Skeels, SOA, and SOB. Mim can only be outpowered by a very slim few power clan cards, only those able to surpass 11 regular or virtual power. The best chance of beating her is with a sufficient power manipulation ability, and many of those cards will lose in low pill battles due to her copy op bonus, and a lot of their bonuses being attack manipulation based. All in all, Mim will get the best of most cards in the game, is extremely solid, forces most cards to outpill her, and is worthy of the gold colored rare bar. Mim's better than or on par with Brutus. She has far more stability than every other 2-star in her clan. Mim will definitely be a staple for Raptors in ELO, but in tourney, I think she lacks the amount of damage a lot of people are looking for, and as such, a card like Gum or Hector might be preferred more for their additional damage. Mim's price has the ability to remain very high, however, as some see her as a new top 10 2-star card. Market Guru should definitely keep an eye on this card. Some have compared her to Lehane, since both are 8'2", wreck their opponent, and have one ability that adds and one that removes. So, let me break down the comparison just a bit more for you to give you a better idea of how they compare. Both of these cards will be tied when they go against +8 attack manipulation clans, +8 attack manipulation ability cards, all stops, and SOB ability cards. Lehane will be better than Mim versus all cards without attack manipulation. And this is the real key thing to remember, all cards without attack manipulation. Cards with attack manipulation abilities less than 8, in half decks versus rescue, winning versus PC and pills clans, meaning more damage and less opponent pill return, and losing versus plus damage and poison clans, resulting in less opponent damage. Mim, however, will be better versus cards with attack manipulation abilities over 8. in mono decks versus Rescue, losing versus PC and Pills clans, meaning less opponent damage and more pill return for you, and winning versus plus damage and poison clans, meaning more damage. She will also be better than cards with attack manipulation bonuses over 8. So overall, I think Lehane is the clear winner here because any card without attack manipulation is automatically going to give Lehane an easier time winning. Anyway, if I had to guess where her price will stabilize, I would guess Mim will stabilize somewhere between 20 to 50,000 Clints, just depending solely on investors and how people view her compared to other 2-star cards. Next up is Fraser, the common 4-star from Berserk. A virtual 8/8 gives him the same stats as, I guess a round 2 Conrad or a 6-pill Revenge Ranesh. 8 power puts him above average, and 4 base damage puts him below average. His ability may seem weak, but it's actually quite strong for this clan. My complaint about Berserk up to now is one of their biggest weaknesses is DR, ironically. You can watch my clan review for more on that if you'd like. Fraser's ability syncs perfectly with his bonus, but only as an early round card. In later rounds, he's just a 4 damage 4-star, which is not very good. On round 1, that 8 power is amazingly good for Berserk, and the ability to guarantee at least 5 damage if he wins is just what the doctor ordered for Berserk in mono. People will underestimate this card. This is a real gem. Don't let the common color fool you. This is a step in the right direction for mono Berserk. Now, those 5 base damage cards can go all in for a Fury KO on round 2, since you have that guaranteed 5 damage on round 1. So unless your opponent has 2 DR, they're in trouble, because if they let Fraser slide by on round 1, that's going to be 8 damage, and with only 4 left, that should be easy to mop up for Berserk. Fraser outright loses to Clive, Conrad, and Spike. He has competition with Elvis and Sprinter. And since most of the better cards are banned, while he'll never be a staple, this means Fraser should see some play in ELO. He won't make you a fortune though, so don't spend too much money on him. This is the final card in Lizzie's band, and I think it's kinda cool to have some rival bands in UR, so kudos to UR and Boostr for making these. If I had to guess where his price will fall, I'd say that he'll end up somewhere around 1,000 Clints. Finally, we have Dashiell, the rare 5-star from Rescue. At 6'7" and plus 20 attack, this card is scary. 6 power is nothing to write home about, and 7 damage is a little bit better than the average. But his ability of plus 8 attack is great with his clan synergy, and gets us into why his 6 power doesn't really hurt him as a 5-star. Plus 20 attack is amazing. We covered this last week with Taurus, remember? It's just great. Now, combine that fact with the fact that Rescue's cards all have crazy good attack manipulation. Here, Dashiell is not like the token plus 20 attack, like Rahi Sledden, Trumpa, or Emis CR, being the only attack manipulation in the clan, or perhaps in your hand. Your opponent must appill over every single one of your other Rescue cards, or let the damage in. Rescue is a clan of endurance. Can you survive all 4 rounds versus a clan that just walls you to death? Giving them even more attack manipulation is crazy good for this clan. So by the time you play this bad boy on round 4, and you will since every single other card is plus life heal or DR in Rescue, so you're definitely going all 4 rounds, your opponent won't usually have enough pills left to stop him, even at 6 power. Of course, he's destroyed by Raptors though, and other cards that cancel attack manipulation, or SOB. The fact that he has 7 damage and isn't conditional is just the cherry on top. Dashiell's on par or slightly behind Buddy because of easier KOs, Cliff because he's not conditional, Marco CR because he's a little more stable, especially versus SOA, Pastor because he has more damage, Reeve because he's not conditional, and Sledge because he's potentially better in low pill battles. So, all in all, he's not definitively the best 5-star card, but he will definitely see some play, because he's just as good or on par with many of the other best 5-star cards in the clan. However, there is still a lot of competition. This card is worth investing in, but I would say probably not too much. As for his price, I'd guess probably somewhere between 15 and 35k, mostly due to the competition. Again, this one's a bit harder to pin down, but think of it kind of like Zoe and Bangers. Zoe is a great card for Bangers, but when you have other cards in the clan like Bowden Power, B-Boy, or Willie, you're just not going to get that high of a price, simply because there are other options. So this one's a bit harder to pin down. Well, I hope this helps you get a good feel for this week's cards. And make sure to leave me a comment down below with how you feel about this week's release. Who's your favorite card? What do you think? Was there anything I forgot? And now, this week, let's open some packs. Since I've got a lot of credits left over from last week, not being able to spend any. So let's go have some fun. We've got 323 credits. So go ahead and close these other tabs first to try and remove some lag. So we're just going to go straight for the new blood packs again. We're looking for any of the new cards, including last week's cards. I didn't get any of them. I have not bought any of them on the market, so I'm really hoping to get some of them so I don't have to go and buy them with whatever I get from this in order to unlock those missions before the missions disappear. Alright, and since I just mentioned the missions, what I mean by that is, maybe some of you didn't know this, the missions do not stop being active until the end of Sunday of the week the next New Blood set comes out. So even though the New Bloods came out yesterday for me, it's Saturday when I'm making this video, they're still going to be available to be unlocked today and tomorrow on Sunday. So you don't have to get these cards before the next release. You have a few more days afterwards as well to unlock those missions. Alright, so let's go ahead and open some packs. Again, I'll only be covering the uncommons and rares. We'll just be opening up one at a time, and I'll put how much each pack is worth on the side so you can see about how much each pack is worth. So let's get to it. Our first pack. Alright, not too bad. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, we've got Angora, Nana Stovix, Lucky Noel, Mandy, Walkie, Choco, and Antoinette. So our uncommons here, Mandy, Walkie, Choco, and then we have Antoinette as well. Looks like the number of cards I have is not currently working, but it does pick up the fact that this is my first Mandy since I sold my other ones. Mandy, an amazing 3-star card, much better than a lot of people give her credit for. I think she's going to be, well, maybe not a staple at the 3-star position. There's a lot of really good staples in Sentinel, but still a very solid 3-star that if you get a hold of is worth being one of the cards in your deck. Walkie, an amazing 4-star card. I cannot say enough about this card. Absolutely fantastic. Monster 4-star. Definitely want to get a hold of her before she gets out of packs. Choco, again, an excellent niche card for Pussycats. Covers everything that Pussycats normally cannot stop. Cards like Poison or Toxin, stopping other people from being able to get their heal in for a round, or preventing that minus life that gets around the DR for Pussycats. So Choco, an absolutely amazing card to help put some pressure on the opponent when they're trying to get that one card in that really gives them that counter to Pussycats. And then Antoinette, that new super deadly 2-star card from Freaks that is probably going to be a staple forever, even though she's banned. It's too bad. Hopefully she gets back in to see some play, but so be it. Absolutely amazing card. Definitely make sure you get a hold of Antoinette. So overall, I'm very pleased with that pack. Definitely more than enough to make me feel like I got an excellent deal out of that pack. And again, without the numbers over here to look at right now, I'm guessing over 30k. Let's look at our next pack. Okay. Oh, yes! Excellent! Alright, so we got some new cards as well. That's really great. Alright, so we've got El Jaguar. Again, fantastic card. I believe he's one of the uncommons. It's hard for me to see the difference between the uncommons and the commons, so sorry guys. We got El Jaguar, amazing card. I already covered him in my New Blood stuff from the other week, so I don't think I need to say too much more other than he's a great 5-star card. He may see ELO play as well, but definitely excellent in the T2 range and may open up Hurricane for even more play overall for everything. Mandy, we just got in the last pack. Fairbanks, what a killer 4-star card. So glad I have another one now. I want to get as many of him as I possibly can as the new Mona that will reign supreme over everything, except for the fact that he's now ELO banned, so he can't cause too much more trouble, but at least in tourney he's Definitely not going to be fun until he gets a ban in there. And then we got Fraser, one of the new cards, absolutely fantastic. And Taurus, one of the cards from last week. So fantastic. I do not have to go out and buy them now. So very happy. The manager and from Marked with Love, opening up those packs. We're down to 243, so we're going to be able to open up, what, 6 more packs? Great. Alright, we got Dixie and Django! Excellent, it's a 2 rare pack. Fantastic. Oh, excellent. Alright, so we've got another Dixie now. Dixie, amazing 3-star card. Great DR. You're looking at your 3-star Verminen. Absolutely fantastic 3-star card for bangers. Definitely want to pick up as many of her as you can. She's going to be a great card to invest in. Django, another excellent card to invest in. The new version of a slightly more balanced Toro, which may actually get to see some play. Just fantastic. You definitely want to pick up Django. He is able to mow down opponents with that SOA. He gets that 5 damage in. Just a fantastic 4-star card. Khan, 5-star, again, 8/8 with the defeat +3. You can't really ask for more than that. An absolutely amazing 5-star card. One of the few with the defeat ability that I actually think is worth playing as your normal 5-star, because it helps make the opponent wonder, did he actually go all in or play nothing? And so you might be able to sneak him in with just a few pills. You might be able to play him with no pills and have your opponent pill all out. It's really difficult for your opponent to be able to get a good lock on just what exactly you're doing. And we got Scholar as well. Fantastic. Again, 4-star card, able to protect his own bonus, but not against Raptors, so that's too bad. But overall, an excellent little 4-star card that's pretty balanced, and exactly what Rescue has been looking for in a 4-star card for a while. And then Ratchik, Angora, and I don't even remember who the other one was. Diane, I think. For our other comments. Alright. 5 more packs to open. We're really looking for some of those rares, the new release rares. Sabrina, another 2 rare pack. Oh, 2 in a row. That's amazing. All right. Angora, Sparkle, El Jaguar, Sabrina, LaFleur, Flea, and Floyd. Excellent. So we did get Flea as well. I did not pick him up yet. Again, we already talked about El Jaguar, so we won't talk more about that. Sabrina, an amazing 5-star card. Are you talking a 9/7 on curve? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for uppers. Just an amazing 5-star card. You definitely want to get a hold of her. LaFleur, a fantastic 5-star for All-Stars as well. Wow, what can I say? She protects her own damage, 7/7, really a 9/7 after her ability. Just an amazing 5-star card. Absolutely fantastic. I imagine we'll see her for quite a while to come now. I guess this is my first Sparkle. Again, I guess I sold my old ones. Flea, again, not a horrible card, actually pretty decent. I don't even remember what his stats are from last week. What are his stats? So anyway, obviously he's a common card. I won't say much more about that. But then we got Floyd, absolutely fantastic card. I actually bought one the other week because I needed to unlock the missions before they ended. So you've got his ELO missions. If you have done that in order to get a hold of Gertrude RV, so that's absolutely amazing. But a 7/4 card, I believe, that has Revenge -3 power -1. How crazy is that? Just absolutely amazing. Dominant 3-star card. Basically a more stable version of Trish, which is fantastic. I mean, that's amazing since Trish is a rare, and now Floyd, just amazing. Great card. Even though he's conditional, love that card to death. Alright, next we've got another Mega New Blood. Let's go again. Come on, I'm really looking for like Dragomir or one of the other cards. Django, alright, we got another Django. No problem there. Again, Mandy, we already have Mandy, Nanostovics, Angora, Taurus, Django, which we just talked about, Fastbender, which I've been saying for weeks now, an amazing 3-star card. And Suki. Suki is a very good 4-star card for Frozen. If he is defeated, it's +3 pills. I believe it's max 10. Very, very good card for returning those pills for Frozen, which is what they need, and they also want to lose on those kind of rounds, but he's got 5 damage, so you don't know if he's actually trying to get those pills back or not. So if you do enough damage, you could actually go all in with Suki and then still get 3 back, which is fantastic. Great little card. I don't know if he's better than a lot of the other 4-star. He really suffers from competition. But all in all, not a bad 4-star card at all. You could definitely run him in your deck and not be in any trouble whatsoever. Alright, let's see what we get in our next one. PR Balthazar! There we go. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Balthazar, amazing 5-star card, 8/6 with SOA. Wow, what's not to like about PR Balthazar? And you get +1 pill back either way. Great, amazing card, huge fan. Hachi, 7/1, this is 7/2, I don't remember, and then it's like growth 1, poison 1, growth poison 1, min, I don't even remember what the min is now. But Hachi's an amazing card, a great replacement for, I can't remember her name. A great replacement for Dolly CR, able to do it with just 2 stars. I believe it's min 2, actually, if I think about it. Very, very good card. Definitely recommend picking up Hachi if you are a fan of the Geist stuff. Then we've got Angora Mamakia, an amazing 4-star card. Just get her as many of her as you can. She's fantastic for Hurricane. Taurus Khan, again we talked about, and Trixie. We've got 83 credits. If we can only get 2 more packs, we're really looking for those new rares because I don't want to have to shell out 200k in order to get some of these. Dixie! Alright, we got Dixie, but it's not the new one, but it's still a great card. And we got Fonzie as well. So we got Violet, Angora, Dixie, again, already talked about her, great. Floyd, great. Fonzie, my first one since I sold the other ones. Suki and Wagner again. So get one more. I was really hoping for some of the new cards or Emperor Sloan, because right now is a really good Mega New Blood pack time. You know, there are a lot of really good rares in here. And I mean, I've got a lot of good stuff, but there's just some real powerhouse. Okay, we got PR Balthazar, so unless this is a 2 rare pack, alright. But we did get Moai as well, which is fantastic. So we got Angora, PR Balthazar again, fantastic card. I'm not going to complain. You know, it's great if you can hit those 100Ks, but hitting great cards like PR Balthazar, there is no reason to complain for that at all. If you do, then you're just a whiner, honestly. I mean, 40K for PR Balthazar right now is amazing, and he's probably going to be able to hold at that price for a while, it looks like. Then we got Jasmine, a great 5-star card. A lot of competition, only 5 damage, so that's kind of a bummer. But 8/5 with COB over SL, just fantastic. A really great little 5-star card, but maybe only in T2 style format. Then we got Suki, which we talked about. Moai, which is absolutely amazing card. Very glad to pick him up. Probably will not sell him because I expect his price to be much higher. I can't believe that the price currently says is only 9K. He is worth way more than that. That's just me. And then we got Fraser again and Sybil. So, I hope you guys are able to enjoy looking at all of these packs. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to go and buy some of those rares like Dragomir before the end, so I'm going to have to sell off a bunch of these cards just to try and get enough Clint's, because I do not have enough to buy Dragomir right now because I think he's sitting at 100k. So I'll go back to my collection so you can take a look at all of the cards that I just got. But otherwise, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Guys, if you liked this video, then make sure to hit that like button. And if you loved it, then make sure to share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.